Namaskar, good evening, and welcome to episode number 4 and Counter with Alok. One of the popular frameworks for managing infrastructure, provisioning, and configuration is a chef. He is a trained professional, cook, and a tradesman who practices and is proficient in all other activities and aspects of culinary arts. So, we have a very special guest, Chef Craig Hart. So we will welcome Craig Hart. Hello and good evening, Chef. Welcome to my show.
Good evening, Alok. How are you?
So far, so good, Chef. How are you? Good to see you. Long time.
Yeah, my friend. How are you doing?
Good, good. I want to tell all my viewers that I have known Chef from the past 6, 7 years when he was
That's
in.
correct. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. So Chef Craig Hart just now is that, if I'm not wrong, Chef Craig is just now a director of Chef Elite Private Limited.
That's correct. Yeah, I've just started my own business about a year ago,
Oh,
Chef
good.
Elite.
Yeah. So I know Chef from Sheraton Times because when he was executive chef over there. So, Chef, I'm audible and can you see me?
Yes, I can. Yeah,
Good, good. So we good to go, Chef?
please fire away.
Okay, good. So I'll explain you first what this show is all about. This show is sponsored by our sponsor Zozo DMC, which is a destination management based company out in London and Scotland. So there are three sections in the episodes. So the first section is about your career and about your achievements. Second is about your hobbies, interest, and the third one is rapid fire round and with the closing statement. So
Okay.
my first encounter question to Craig Hart, chef, is this: from Craig Hart to Chef Craig Hart, how have your journey been?
Well, I started when I was 15. I went to college at a place called Lauder College, which was in Dunfermline. It's now called Fife College.
Okay.
I did a year there, did my 7061, 7062, which was the grades back then. From there, I travelled through to Edinburgh to Telford College and did a HNC, Professional Culinary Arts.
Oh, good.
And then my career has been just all over kind of Scotland, England, Ireland, 4 5-star hotels, 2 3 Rosette, one Michelin.
Wow.
And then eventually I ended up at Gleneagles, which
Wow.
I was there 6.5 years.
Oh.
Fantastic, amazing place, loved it. And then,
Wow.
as you said in your introduction, I was lucky enough to become the executive chef at the Sheraton Grand Hotel in Edinburgh, which
Wow.
is where our paths crossed. And I was there 5.5 years before I left the start of 2000 to start my own company.
Good. So, Chef, if you don't mind me asking, which Rosette restaurant you have worked and Michelin star restaurant you have worked for?
So I worked in almost all the hotels I've worked in have been Rosette establishments, either 2 3 Rosette.
Wow.
I worked at the Devonshire Arms and
Wow.
Leeds.
Good.
Obviously, Gleneagles has got 2 Rosettes. When I was a junior, I started at the Sheraton, was kind of my first big hotel when
Wow.
I was 19, and it had 3
Oh my
Rosettes.
God.
It was the only place that had 3 Rosettes at that time in Edinburgh. So
Wow.
that's kind of the background I've done, 2 and 3 Rosettes most of my career.
Beautiful, beautiful, Chef. So, just wanted to know the situation. Every business is just now struggling and it's coping. It's a hard time. So, in the time of pandemic, how have your business been affected and what outcomes you are taking? What measures have you taken?
Well, I think obviously it's a major challenge for any business at the moment, in the hospitality industry. That it's never come across anything like this before, not even during wars.
Yeah, yeah, you're
World
right.
War, still restaurants were running and open, hotels were still open. So I think for everybody it's been a terrible time.
Yeah.
I think for me myself, obviously we were quite a fledgling company. We were just starting to find our way into the recruitment consultancy side of things. So it has been quite a devastating time for us. But we're not the only people.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody
Yeah.
is in the same boat, and I think it's just about trying to band together, still communicating with people, talking to people, finding what they're doing, and also just looking at other avenues and other streams. There are still businesses out there who are catering. It may not be for guests in restaurants, but there's like home dining and things like that, So we've
Yeah.
become involved in areas that we were not that used to,
Yeah.
or never worked in before. But it's been very good. We've learned new skills, and we're growing in those sectors now as well.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Good.
it's been very very interesting, but yeah, I'm not going to lie, it's been very challenging as well. But
Yeah. I'm
everybody's like that.
struggling as well because, maintaining three restaurants. We have just opened London one, and we are thinking of opening on 15th. Lockdown finally opens for restaurants as well. So Edinburgh and Glasgow, we are thinking of opening. Okay, we move to question number three, chef. Like, see,
Mhm.
in restaurant management and hotel management, how important is health and safety management system related to any food industry business?
I personally think it's very important. I think you have to have those basics. You also need to have for your staff the confidence that they're working in a safe environment, but also for your guests as well. They need
Yeah,
to know that where they're dining, is a top class place. And if you don't have those procedures in place, you run the risk of someone coming in, something happening to someone, maybe you getting sued, or getting out there in the public and you become in a newspaper or something like that, and then there's that adverse publicity to your business as well that you don't really want. So I would say definitely, you have to
wow.
have health and safety.
Yeah, you're right. Very good, very good. So, chef, now if I move to next question, when we work in restaurant industry, the most scary part is when an EHO enters a hotel or a restaurant.
Yeah.
So environmental health officer, when he enters, so we are very scared, will he pass us, because that depends, he can close down your business at any time, he can shut it down. So
Mhm.
we are scared, can he see, means, when they come in and they see a lot of food being wasted or it's out of date, it's cross contamination, can they seize the food, can they take it back? How important are EHOs, and what scary part? And have you come across any time, means, while working, have they come in and have they taken the food away, or have they shut down? Any critical conditions have you faced like that?
I would say, firstly, I think that the EHO aren't someone that you should be scared of. I think, having worked in a lot of different places and a lot of different levels, I think if you've got all the critical control points in place, you shouldn't really be scared of the EHO. They're there as an advisory board to help you, to guide you, and I think it's always better to reach out to them if you're not sure about something than to have them walk in and then you claim, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, should have had that in place. If you're not sure, ask them. They'll come in, they'll help you. They're there to guide you. With regards to the food, I mean, if you've got food in your premises that shouldn't be served, it shouldn't be there. Straight away, it should go
Wow.
in the bin. And I know there's that cost, but that's down to your chef, your manager, managing your business and making sure that they're not over ordering, they're not overstocking, that they've got the right amount of stuff to turn it around in the dates that they need it to be. Yeah, they can come in, yeah, they can seize stuff. If they think there's a danger to the public, they can close your premises down, there and then, straight to the door, shut, closed. Um, it would have to be something majorly significant for that to happen.
Yeah.
You can get improvement notices. You can get ones where they'll give you a week. You can get ones that'll last up to like 3 months, depending on how realistic it is to get it. But again,
Hmm.
if you're not sure about something, just get them in and ask them. They're not there to beat you with a stick. They're there to help you and advise you. But if you run a good premises, you shouldn't really have to worry about them walking through the door.
Yeah, you're right, chef. You're right. So I want to tell on this platform, on this podium, all my viewers who are listening, who are viewing this, and who are doing a hotel management or any kind of restaurant management stuff. Listen to the chef, act on your CCPs. That's very important. Think before you leave. So we move on to next question, chef, and it will be the last question of first round. So how important is menu planning? And means, it's got two different section in this question. How important is the menu planning? And while planning, what do you have in your mind? What consistency you bring in that? What is the motive you bring in that? and what content you have to write. Do you keep allergen in mind? Do you prepare an allergen folder in mind? So what do you think about that?
I think there's a lot of different answers to that question, Luke. I
Yeah.
think when you're planning a menu, firstly you need to look at your clientele, your guests. What do they want? I think sometimes the trap that chefs fall into is writing menus that they want. But at the end of the day, if I mean you run a lot of very successful Indian businesses. If I was to tell you, right, I'm going to be your new chef and all we're going to do is fish and chips, that's not what your guests are coming for, because you're
Right.
you're famed for doing amazing Indian food. So think what your guests want. Think the location as well. Can you sell that in the location that you're in? Menu planning, seasonality, local products. People want to know where their stuff comes from nowadays. Is it local? Can you trace it back to a farm? Also, price. There's no point in say, I'll use lobsters and say I'm going to sell them at £30 a head when your guests aren't going to pay that money. You've got all these amazing products and that's not what they want. So look at like your location and your business. Also, the cost. We're all in it to make money. So there's no point in having something on the menu that you can't sell at a price that's going to make you a profit.
Yeah.
These are all things. With the allergen thing, 100%, it's more and more prominent now in any basis. So what we used to do is when we did the menus, we'd write the menus, we'd do it all, we'd make the dishes, we'd write the ingredients down, we'd have an allergen sheet, and it was always against the wall just before you went into the restaurant. Also, before we went live with any menu, every front of house member of staff and chef was trained in what allergens were on it. Now, should
Wow.
you change a dish, you can change a dish. You may say, I
Right.
don't like that, or that's going out of season. Just update your allergen sheet as you're doing it. There's also very good tools, like online companies like Flow who do allergen training. You put that on there, you put all the stuff, and then you send it to all your staff, and you can see who's read it, and you can do tests on it once a
Yeah.
week. What's in that dish? What's in a korma? What's in a jalfrezi? I'm just using obviously Indian
Oh,
dishes,
good, good. Yeah, I
but
like it. Yeah.
and do they know what if someone comes to you and says I've got a dairy allergy? What on that menu can they have? What can't they have? So it's about empowering them. But the one thing I would always say is if you're in any doubt, always ask the most senior member of the kitchen team on duty, because they should know and they should have the final say in saying that doesn't have that, or that person definitely cannot have that. And if in doubt, never ever serve it to somebody.
Good. Very good, chef. Very, very good. So I learned too many things today as well from you, chef. That's so kind of you and coming on my show. So the first round, you have cleared it very well with 100% marks. Congratulations, chef.
Thank
So
you.
we move to round number two, which is based on your hobbies and interests. So you mentioned earlier that you like cycling.
Hmm.
And yeah, so how important is cycling to you in day-to-day life?
I think I've only started to get into cycling now since
Okay.
since the lockdown.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm actually getting really, really into it, and I'm going further and further, and I'm actually feeling the benefits of it now. I
Okay.
mean, it was something I never had a lot of time to do before. You know yourself, it's 24 hours a day. You're always running just to catch yourself up. But now I've got the chance to be out. I'm going fishing, I'm going camping, I've been out cycling. I've been able to take up hobbies that I was never had the time to do. And
Yeah.
I'm actually feeling the actual physical benefits of exercise, getting out there and doing stuff, and just letting my mind at ease for a while.
Good. Shiv, I have been following you on Facebook and I saw one of the videos where you were fishing. And how important is fishing to you and what makes you exciting about that? And what do you love in that?
Well, I'm trying to teach myself fly fishing at the moment, and it's
Oh
not as
my God.
easy. But see, when you catch something, there's an almighty buzz. You're out. Yeah, some days the weather isn't great, but you're out in the open. You're at ease, and it's an amazing feeling, especially when you catch something as well. That's even better. Uh,
Wow.
but yeah, I mean, I like it, and I like spending time outdoors. To be quite truthful.
Good.
So.
So, uh, where do in the family, when you go to your family and if you have to go to a destination, what's your favorite destination where you have been on holidays?
As on holiday, I mean, I've been to Italy. That was amazing. I like the Canary Islands because you're always
Good.
guaranteed weather.
Yeah.
Where else have I been? I mean, I think having started this business myself this year, I've spent a lot of time in the north of Scotland,
Oh, good.
which I haven't actually ever done. I'm quite embarrassed to say that. And there are some amazing places like Skye, Fort William, um, Ullapool. These places I've never been to before, but now I'm finding I am up there a lot, and
Good.
I think they will benefit if anything from what's happened. Is people will want to stay on their own doorstep, and they're going to see the amazing place that Scotland is.
So, Chef, this podium has been made, and our sponsor Zozo DMC, they sell, means I can't take a word sell, but they promote Scotland as a destination, and Highlands are one of the most key factor in selling point. Means sorry, promoting point. So, from this podium, I would like to tell everyone who's listening and viewing, do consider Zozo DMC. So, Chef, how many kids you have?
I have two,
So, okay, how old are they?
12 and 7.
Okay, good, good, very good. So you've done pretty well in round number two, and we move to round number three, which is the very toughest part. And
Okay.
it's fun, not toughest, it's fun. It's called rapid fire. So let's see what Chef Craig Hart has to say for it. Yeah. So you ready? Good to go, Chef?
Yeah, let's have it.
Okay. So the first rapid fire and content question to Craig Hart will be this. First dish you cooked for your mother.
I think it was a steak pie.
Wow. Did she enjoy?
I think so, yeah. I'm sure
Okay.
my dad might say something different about that, but yeah.
Ingredient that you hate the most, if there is any.
Bananas,
Okay. Ingredient that you love the most.
I would say anything seafoody.
Okay. You prefer Indian or Italian?
Indian.
Thank you, chef. One person you would love to cook for and you have not still cooked for him.
I don't know about love to cook for, but I love to meet Raymond Blanc.
Raymond Blanc, good. Okay. One dish that reminds you of your childhood.
Oh wow. My mother won't thank me for saying this, but my mother was not the best chef. But I
Oh
would
my God.
say my gran used to make an amazing clooted dumpling.
Okay.
It's like a dessert and or tablet, I think.
Good. The most expensive ingredient you have cooked with.
Oh, probably something like saffron.
Saffron. Okay. Good.
Um,
So your favorite restaurant in UK?
you know, one of the nicest meals I've had in a long time was actually at Castle Terrace in Edinburgh. And
Castle
obviously, there's
Terrace.
some unfortunate news about that this week. But I would say, you know, it was one of the best meals I've had in Edinburgh
Very
in
good.
probably 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, being honest, I have been there as well. It was amazing, seriously. Good.
Yeah,
Okay, where then number nine, what's the best compliment you have ever received?
I think the best compliment a chef can receive is that people enjoyed their food. I think that's what you set out to do, right from being a commie, right through to being an executive chef, is that you're there to please people. So when people come and say, that was amazing, loved it, that's probably the best buzz you
Good,
can get.
good. What will be your recipe for success?
I'd like to think just hard work um, and just keep going, trying something new and seeing what happens next.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Chef. You have done very well in rapid fire round as well. Thank you very much. And just wanted to say, what will be your closing statement? And in your closing statement, you can tell about your business, what this platform is made. You can give the knowledge. You can tell if anyone wants to contact you, they can come and touch base you. So please go ahead, Chef.
Well, obviously, as I said at the start of the interview, we've obviously started our own business now. It's Chef Elite Limited website, www.chefelite. Um, The plan is to help. We do a lot of consultancy. We also do recruitment. We also go out to businesses and look at what they do, menu plannings, costing, things like that. And I'm really enjoying that. I'm getting to meet a lot of new people, a lot of interesting people. And I'm actually still learning stuff as well myself, which is amazing. I think the long-term plan is to open our own restaurant. We would like to look at that, but while we're building on that, we're gaining a lot more knowledge by going to places, seeing what other people do, making a lot of contacts as well. You know, a lot of networking, and that's the plan. So yeah, if you ever need a hand, please feel free to get in touch.
Yeah. Being honest, on this podium, I would like to tell I have known Chef from past 6 years, and he's a fascinated, exciting, fun-loving guy, very helping nature, passionate about his work, and dedicated about his work. So if you are looking for consultancy or any kind of thing, what Chef has mentioned, please do touch base with him. Thank you, Chef. Thank you for coming on my show. And thank you all my viewers for watching. We will connect you on next Saturday. Thank you, Chef. You have a lovely evening.
Alok, thank you for having me. It's been lovely seeing you again.
Thank you, Chef. Thank you.